So we've all heard the saying that knowledge is power, and yet in our modern technological computer-filled world, we generate so much data that we hardly ever have the time to analyze all of it. This is where big data comes in. Big data is the field in which people take large amounts of data and help us visualize all of it and see what patterns it can show us to make our lives more efficient and to improve how we use our resources. It is one of the most powerful tools that we have today, and yet it is one of the most underused as well. I learned about big data recently during my preceptorship at SMUD. SMUD is a community-owned utility, which means that it's more focused on helping the people in the community rather than getting profits. One of the ways that SMUD tries to help the people in the community is to lower its greenhouse gas emissions to fight global warming. What my mentors and I worked on during my preceptorship at SMUD was an interactive map using SMUD's internal data as well as data from the American Census Bureau. The data is currently split into census blocks. Each census block is an area where approximately 1,000 people live. By clicking on the census block, you bring up census block information for that particular block, such as average income, average household size, or as you can see from the bottom, how the emissions of that census block compare to the blocks around it. And it also shows the estimated 2040 greenhouse gas footprint of the census block as well. The next step of this project is going to be to include data down to the individual buildings, so that way we can tell which buildings have the highest emissions in the area. SPUD could potentially use this map in the future to see trends in greenhouse gas emissions in the Sacramento area and to focus their efforts on the areas that have the highest emissions. This is just one example of how big data can help us utilize our resources more effectively and efficiently. But it doesn't have to stop there. Bank of America recently used big data to study their employees, and they found that taking group breaks increases employee productivity by 23% using employee data. Scientists in Europe are using big data from the largest particle accelerator ever created in the world to prove the existence of new particles. And doctors are using big data as well to help them better predict infections in babies, to help them better prepare for and prevent emergencies. In our modern world, we analyze only a small portion of the data we generate, and yet anyone with a little bit of training in Excel and some other programs can analyze big data. Combined with the fact that we generate data with almost everything that we do, the possibilities of big data are endless. We should strive to expand our use of big data in order to use our resources more efficiently and effectively. Thank you.